Welcome back to Granny Shifting. Happy Monday. I'm Ryan,
And I'm Jason.
and this is minute 54. Did I say 53 last time?
I'm not keeping track.
Because this
What are you
is
doing
minute
over
54.
there?
I accidentally spattled a little bit.
Oh, on me?
When was
You
I
were
just-
looking my way.
One of our episodes, you talked about
The stuff
mic
on
was, like,
the
dripping
phlegm.
from my
Ugh,
microphone.
gross.
It's not true, though. You painted me in
Yeah.
a bad light now.
You made it worse though. You said it wasn't just phlegm on there.
Yeah, it was dust and debris. Okay.
What's
so
going on in this basement? I mean, recording studio.
You
All right,
and this skyscraper recording studio that we use.
30th floor.
I mean, vintage theater that we converted to a podcast studio and
They get it, right?
candy.
You brought me a drink. What'd you bring
emporium.
me?
Yes. So I brought you some whiskey.
This cognac.
No, it's whiskey.
Okay.
It's a very sweet whiskey. A friend introduced it to me, and I bought myself.
It's a Fireball.
No. Smells pretty good, huh?
Smells like caramel.
Mmm. It's good nose. I put in those little glasses because I gave us more than I shot, but not enough to shoot. But too much to shoot. Wow, that's good.
Very caramely.
Yes, it's called salty caramel.
Oh, not salted.
You know,
Salty caramel whiskey.
Salty caramel whiskey.
Give your friend a shout out.
That was Horningwood.
Oh, is that the first name or the last, or both put together?
That is his preferred gamer tag.
Horny Wood.
Horningwood
Oh, okay.
or Hornstar Runner.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, Yeah.
Um,
I work with him.
What games does he play?
Halo.
Oh, that guy.
Do you actually know what I'm talking about?
I think I remember you talking about a friend that just plays Halo.
Yeah. I mean, he plays Halo because that's all he wants to. Like, he doesn't play video games, but when he does, he plays Halo.
Like, think about getting bored at Apex, which has like 5 different game modes, 6 maps that are huge, and all these different guns and different stuff, and
Right.
and then there's Halo.
I love Halo.
Yeah, but could you play 40 hours a week?
Halo Apex doesn't have 5 different game modes.
Yeah, they do. At least.
At any given point, you have
Duos,
2
trios.
choices of game modes. Those are the
Armed
same
and
game
Dangerous.
modes. That's the same. That's a BR.
Control.
You have BR,
Okay.
and you have your choice.
But
You have
duos and trios is very
you
different.
have a forced choice of control,
Yeah.
TDM, or gun run.
Yeah, and then they have another one, which rotates, which is Armed and Dangerous right now.
Right, but that's just a battle royale with different guns. They like make it seem like it's a special event. I'm like, okay, you
Okay.
just eliminated most of the guns.
I'm saying there's a lot of variety. You can say there's only one game. It's Apex. All right,
But
there's
have you
only
looked-
one game.
Have
There's
you
a
looked
lot
at the
more variety.
Halo lobby variety?
Yeah, they give
They
you.
have like 21 different game modes now.
Yeah, but it's like what gun you get or how many players are. Okay. They don't have battle
So
royale.
you're
though.
just picking and choosing what's different about it.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right. You're
they
right.
don't have a battle royale.
There's no healing. There's no
They
movement.
have control. They
Yeah,
have
capture
team
the
deathmatch.
flag.
They have
Yeah.
capture the flag.
Which-
big team battles.
Have you found? I don't
Free
know.
for
I
all.
found it to be simpler, a more simple game.
Oh yeah, by far, it's the best
Yeah.
game that I've found to sit on your couch and drink and play. Like,
Right.
I'm not gonna sit on my couch and drink and play Apex because I'm 10 feet away from the TV,
Right.
and I'm like,
yeah.
I can't even see the
Apex-
person that's shooting at me. Like,
Anybody I meet that plays video games, if you mention you play Apex, they're like, "Oh my word, I hate that game." Like
Yeah.
every time I play it, I just get destroyed.
yes,
Yeah, that's how it is now. Like if you're not,
that's how it always was. Don't you remember the
I
beginning?
think early on
Like,
it
oh my
wasn't as
word,
bad.
I killed someone.
Yeah, but the only people playing it now are sweats and us.
Yeah. Anyways,
Alright,
I thought the
so
whiskey was pretty good.
That's our video game segment for the year, month. Yeah, that is good. Sweet. I
Yes.
don't want to drink a whole bottle of that.
No,
That would get you.
it's salty caramel
Diabetes.
by Old Smoky.
So
So-
they do. Old Smoky does the moonshine.
Moonshines, yeah.
You have flies in here, man.
I know.
How
That's
is
because
there
the
flies
kids
on the
leave
30th floor.
the kids leave the doors open. I mean, the penthouse windows open all the time.
Do flies go up to high buildings?
Yeah. So if
Apparently, they come down to basements.
I wonder.
Because they could accidentally get here, but I wonder how
You
high
know how
they
when
would
like
actually
air
go.
gets thinner, it gets harder for us to breathe.
Oh, yeah. They can't fly as well up there. Or airplanes fly better up there.
Yeah, but do flies? Wouldn't it also be hard for them to breathe?
I think they could just take more. It's not that big of a difference. Skyscraper? The fly can live in a jar for like 4 days without changing the air out. Haven't you tried that? You never
true?
trapped a
We should
fly in
try
a
that.
jar? What? That's torture. And you hate bugs.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
All right, so
Let's start the minute.
yeah, so he goes on to talk about.
Oh,
He's talked about the eyes.
Well, okay. Dom's talking to the girl, and she's asking what he likes in a woman. And he's describing it. First, he said the eyes.
Yeah.
Now the minute starts. And
Yep.
he says 20% angel, 80% devil. Like, oh, that's kind of a weird ratio.
He's assuming that she knows what percentages are.
I mean, because the devil is 100% angel, technically.
Yeah.
Lucifer.
Yeah.
But okay. Well, you understand what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
Ain't afraid to get a little engine grease under her fingernails.
Specifically engine grease.
He wants his oil checked.
You
That's
know
all.
what doesn't get greased?
Um,
The engine.
inside of it does, right?
It's oil, right? That's different than grease.
Oh, you're right.
Grease is like in suspension and
Thicker
axles and
Yeah, bearings,
yeah,
engine grease.
engine grease.
Well, you would still grease the assembly as you assemble it.
But-
There's grease you put on, like your rings and your rod bearings, as you're putting everything together. Yeah.
No,
And
just oil.
no, like during the initial assembly of an engine.
Really?
Yeah, it's like this. Often it's like a purple grease, and you're like lubing up your rod.
The same stuff you
bearings
put
and-
on your brake pad sliders.
No. This is like just to get things to seat properly.
Mm.
Because you don't want them to like hang up metal to metal. And I'm
Right.
sure the engine oil breaks it down or washes it away almost immediately.
That's why they have the break-in period to get that stuff out of there.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you believe? Here's a question for you about cars,
Okay.
and I have my stance already, but let me hear what you think.
Okay.
Do you think that the break-in period? So there is a engine break-in period. You got this fly
It
on
likes
your
me.
forehead.
It's so annoying.
It's like yeah. So you got the break-in period, meaning the engine was completed, but it needs time to like get like to wear in the new whatever, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
So you get these people with brand new vehicles, and they come in for the oil change at 500 miles because like that's got the
Right.
break-in oil. I gotta get that out of there, you know.
People bring you brand new vehicles? I feel like
Uh,
you'd go to the
yeah.
dealer if you're buying a. That'd be
It
included.
happened when I
Anyway.
was at the dealer more than now.
Oh, that's right. You worked at a dealer.
Yeah. And I tried to explain to them that the break-in happens before they put it on the factory floor.
Oh, really?
For sure. They're not going to put an engine that they haven't run. The engine.
They'll put 500 miles on an engine.
You don't think that they would?
No, they don't have the time for that. How would they?
Well, you can't put miles on an engine.
They're
right?
cranking out hundreds of thousands of vehicles.
Just putting RPMs on it.
Still, think of the.
You think they're going to assemble it? I know that they dyno them. I know they have to dyno them. Make sure it's assembled correctly and it runs through the RPMs. Like, doesn't blow up at 4,000.
See, my quality assurance best practices would have taught me that they would probably do that on the new design, and then they would do 1 out of every 100 after that.
Hmm.
Just to make sure something, and then if one of those went bad, they'd be like, whoa, because they're building everything in all these tolerances that are
Right.
checked. That's something that time consuming they would really try to avoid. And then they would check every so often. And that way, if something like went out of spec on a piece of equipment, it would flag that. And then they'd flag that group and then check those closer to make sure nothing was wrong. But I mean, I could be wrong. They're car engines, so it's very possible. But I would think that'd be extremely time consuming because an engine, like in a car, like they aren't going to put a car out with 500 miles on it.
No, but
But
they're
if
not
they do
going
the engine, you got to hook all the electronics up and the fuel and the coolant system to the engine, like, was somewhat complicated. And you're doing that for thousands and thousands of cars,
But there's no way
millions of cars.
that they're like, complete an engine, don't run it. Put it in a car, don't run it. Pour oil in it, take it to the showroom, and let it sit there.
Well, they drive them out, like
Like
drive them on their trucks and
8
stuff.
miles, right?
Yeah, when they get to a showroom and stuff, they normally have 80 miles on them, don't they? 20?
Less than 10, probably.
So they still start them and stuff, but I bet they start them and drive them out.
There's
That's
no
it.
way.
Not 500 miles, though.
No, not 500
Maybe, I wonder if it's
miles.
somebody's job. It's interesting, though. It would make sense if it was somebody's job to drive it a certain distance, but I can't imagine like once it's fully assembled, because you're talking about the engine, you have the same risk with every part of that car. Did the bolt
Right.
get tightened on the strut? You know, somebody should be driving that around
Right,
to hear for, oh, this has clunks. And
right.
I don't know. They probably have pretty intense quality QC, QA
Yeah.
stuff there.
I know when I went to the Harley dealership, we toured that, and there was a guy who dyno tested every single Harley.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That was his job. I mean, he was on it for, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes. Ran it up through the gears and back and everything, and it was good.
Hmm.
But Harley's not putting out as much as Ford. You know, that Harley factory probably isn't putting out
Right,
as much
and they're
as...
charging a way higher premium for what you get. Like if you think of like a $15,000 Harley, it's like a small engine, a small frame,
Right.
no like electronics really.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing that cars can actually be as cheap as they are for everything that's in them.
I think what's amazing is that when I'm like, oh, I'm going to drive to Georgia in one shot, you know,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is, 10 hours straight of driving in one day.
Yeah.
And my engine can do that. Like, it can operate for that long without overheating, without like having any issues.
Yeah. Thousands and thousands of intense explosions.
Yeah, it's just crazy that it works at all. But cheers to Toyota.
That's how we know we're in a simulation. Yeah, and cheers to our biggest fan here, who's landing on my forehead and just
Get him.
really annoying. Get out of here. Oh, almost got him. He's on the screen.
Don't
now.
mind that thud. It was just the death of a fly. All right,
He
let's
lived.
keep going. Little engine grease.
Oh
So
yeah, we're
there might
not
be
far in here.
maybe he likes a girl that works at the Chevrolet factory. It's a little engine grease.
He wants
under
a
her
woman that can
fingernails.
check his oil.
Why engine grease? Why not just grease? Grease comes from anything mechanical.
I think what he's referring to is when you work on a car, you get black under your fingernails, and most females would be turned off by that.
Yeah.
He wants a woman that's willing to do that. Now,
Yeah.
she stands up, walks up nice and close, and in a real sexy voice says, "That doesn't sound anything like me."
Right.
And I think this was her shot at like, oh yeah, you like, maybe she thought he was trying to guess her traits
Right.
as a to flirt with her, and so she's playing a little bit hard to get. And Dom says, "It ain't," and he just turns and walks away. You're like, oh man,
We need that TikTok. You ever seen like when somebody burns somebody else and they have that like little clip that shows of like the group of young boys, not too young, okay, teenage guys,
they selling
and they're like,
cookies.
oh, and the one's like, and he like goes across
right,
the
right.
screen. Yeah, that needs to be after this. So if you could work on making that TikTok for us, that'd be great.
Or when they just throw the pixelated
Yeah,
sunglasses on
sunglasses,
them.
yeah.
You could do that on Dom right now. It ain't.
And
Well, that's one thing I don't
she's
know
a
how
little
to.
dejected by that. She's probably not used to getting turned down
No.
by bald guys, especially. I'm sorry,
Wow.
Snack Man. I do love you.
Were you talking about Snack Man?
No, it's about Dominic Toretto.
And Thrifty Ginger. He's bald now too.
There's a different.
Although he
yeah,
might have hair by now.
some peach fuzz.
We'll see. Maybe it's hard to
Fuzzy
know. He
ginger.
might keep the. Maybe his hair will grow back curly.
2 gingers are in a car. Who's driving?
I don't know.
The policeman. Got him.
Got him.
How do you cure a ginger?
You kiss it.
Shave their head. I was watching one of those like, dad jokes things.
Yeah.
And the one was like a redheaded girl, and the other guy just told ginger jokes the whole time.
Oh.
Yeah, I forget what they were. That was close.
Right. I gotta look this up.
Okay, I'll keep
you keep
playing.
going.
All right, so she does look like, oh man, I can't believe he rejected me. Obviously, he didn't like my tight shirt. And then it switches scenes to looks like the FBI station. And Brian O'Connor gives something to his little person, his helper, his assistant, I don't know what she is. He's like, I got a gift for you, and she goes, oh, a dirty shot glass, just what I always wanted. And he explains how he got these from the club, and one is Campos's, and one is Braga's, he thinks.
Oh yeah, the tequila shot glasses.
Yes. So after they took
Yeah.
shots, they conversated, and then they both left.
Not the hallway Brian was standing in.
Right. Either he hid while they left, or they exited a different way, and then he went in that room
and took the shot
and
glasses.
took the shot glasses.
Either
and
way,
still managed to get down all those hallways and past all those doors, and nobody ever saw him ever.
yeah, crazy.
Now, what was this thing that you looked up?
Oh, sorry. I was looking for a little tumor humor. Couldn't find it.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised that's not all over the place.
I mean, there was some jokes. None were good though.
Yeah. We do pray for Doug.
Don't get his name out. That's a
A
HIPAA
thrifty
violation.
ginger. We do pray for beep.
Yeah. So they
So this
the
is a
jokes
very
are so bad. I'm not trying to do it.
Yeah, please don't.
Okay.
We don't
I'll
need
try. I'll try. So, do you want to know how big or how bad Thrifty Ginger's tumor was on a scale of 1 to 10?
2.
It would be 9.
That's good.
That's not good. That's not good. I started
Why?
reading
But
tumor
9 is
humor
good.
jokes, and I was like,
But 9 is good.
it was benign actually.
thought it was-
Non-cancerous.
I was waiting for the one his tumor's so big it's starting to look like a threemer.
That's good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
That's a
I
good
can barely get it out of my head.
one.
That was supposed to be a joke, Ryan. So
I get it,
man,
yeah.
struggling here.
Yeah.
That's why I gave up. You pushed me for this.
I'm sorry.
I tried to turn
yeah,
it down.
I said no. I said don't do it.
No, you didn't.
I
Bad
can't
influence.
think of any other tumor jokes, but
And a lot of them were like tumor memes.
my
My doctor told me. Oh wait, that's the same one. What did the optimist say when he found out he has a tumor? I'm sure it'll grow on me.
optimist.
The
I
lawyer.
thought you
don't
meant
get this.
Optimus.
Like the
like-
optometrist.
No, like Optimus Prime, the Transformer,
No, like a. Okay.
a glass half full type of
A
person.
lawyer walks into a doctor's office with a huge tumor on his face. Why didn't you come sooner? Asked the doctor. To be honest, I was ashamed to leave the house, the tumor says.
That's good.
A lot of B9 jokes, a lot of growing on you.
yeah. Thrifty Ginger is a person who would
What type of doctor treats tumors and is available 24/7? An oncologist. This joke may contain profanity, yes? Oh, no.
okay. That's enough with the medical jokes. Can we just go back to making fun of red-haired people, please?
Okay.
All right, so this is a part of the story where they have to have dialogue to make you understand how procedures work.
Okay. Yeah.
So he says you're going to have to go past or farther than Interpol on this one.
So like Interpol would be international police, and they have a lot of data in their system.
Right.
And he's saying whoever this Braga guy is so off the radar. He's doing shots at a nightclub with the door open, and somebody just snuck up to see him. How did Brian get out of there? It's
Yeah.
so ridiculous.
So
You know, not the most ridiculous thing in the franchise, though. So we'll let it go.
if your boss told you, if you worked in the police department and your boss told you, hey, you're going to have to go farther than Interpol, you would be like, as the subordinate, you'd be like, yeah, okay, no problem. I'll take care of it.
Right.
You wouldn't say, so that means I have to contact individual agencies and it might take up to 2 to 3 weeks. Or it could take
Yeah.
take weeks.
Right.
And he's
Yeah,
just
that's
like,
your
yeah.
Brian's literally shaking his. Yeah, yeah, that's your job.
Like, they want us as the viewer to know that information because
Right.
now it's going to take weeks to verify that that's Braga. At least weeks.
Yeah, radio dramas do this way worse
Yeah,
because
yeah,
they don't
yeah,
have the video to show you information, so they have
Yeah.
to state everything.
Yeah.
But it's weirdly unnoticeable, you know?
Yeah. There is a word for that. I always forget what it is. That's like dialogues that's used to, like, give information, specifically to give information. Is he in there?
I think I trapped our friend. Oh, he got out. Oh, sorry for sounding in the mic. We almost had our 4-day jar test. All right, we'll
He's
get him.
got plenty of sugar to live off in there.
It's the air we're worried about.
that's it. That's where it is.
Oh, we ended the minute? That's
Yeah.
it? Wow.
That's it. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about that.
I hope you enjoyed July.
It's almost school time. starting
And don't
already.
forget about the giveaway. Did that happen? No, it's about to happen. And the giveaway is whoever came up with
Is July over?
the best slogan. We're at
Oh,
the end
right.
of it.
Right.
Best slogan for the Supra T-shirt.
Are we doing that in
wins the
July?
t-shirt.
We should
Yeah.
give them some more time, don't you think? 'Cause I still have to design it,
Well, you need the slogan before you can design it.
All right. So the slogan ended in July.
Yeah.
Slogan
So
winner.
give us your idea. It might be a week delay till you get your shirt.
Yeah. And if you are interested, you should come to
The end of summer movie night where we watch. What's that?
Super Fast.
Super Fast.
No, I was gonna say you should come to New Jersey, September 9th,
All right.
because Jason and I will be there in our Granny Shifting t-shirts, and you
With
can
some
come.
patrons.
Yeah, you can come see us and get a
Well-
sticker.
With free gear
Yeah,
to give out.
so come visit us.
Let us know.
And thanks for listening, Brian.
And I'm Jason.
And always remember.
Winning's winning.